Howdy everybody, it's Doug. It is June the 4th, 2024. Bitcoin is breaking out, things are taking off, and with barely a little bit of planning, I'm doing a follow-up on a better planned video I did earlier. Anyway, I want to do something that talks about which cryptos we should be taking a look at. Now, of course, I don't know the future, and you know that I say trade small, keep your losses small. So now, as Bitcoin price is rising and Bitcoin dominance is rising, the idea is to pay attention to the top formations in any of these coins that are in hold status or in partial hold status, just to get ready for those in advance, just in case things are taking off and we should move our money into Bitcoin. We're going to start off the video with some basic observations of Bitcoin, Bitcoin dominance, and what might be next for altcoins just by looking at those two charts. And then we're going to dig into some of the alt season filter for 2024. So I'll jump into the alt season Copilot spreadsheet. I'm going to show you how the filter tab works inside the spreadsheet. Bitcoin price is breaking out of these 1, 2, 3s that have been nesting and looking really great. So our trading system says to buy on these 1, 2, 3 breakouts. It said to go into partial hold status through this little dip, and we are watching to see if it was going to finish the 1, 2, 3 on the bottom side. But now that it's made the 1, 2, 3 on the top side, it's looking pretty good. We got a lot to go through here, and I think it's going to just burn through it super fast. And of course, I don't know, but it's above those 1, 2, 3s, so it's in hold position for me, and there's nothing for me to do. Another thing I want to look at is Bitcoin on the Bollinger Bands, where we're coming out of a very nice, very important pinch on the 12-hour time frame, and it matches with a Bollinger Band mean reversion buy signal on the 3-day time frame that is super rare. This super rare signal happens to match up to that 3-day Bollinger Band mean reversion buy signal on the 3-day time frame. Also matches up with this signal of our sniper extreme indicator that when it does that green belly, those are usually the bottoms. Now we see that it's building up, and to me this looked like it's going to have some great follow through. So what does that mean for altcoins? One way we can look at it is look at Bitcoin dominance, that as Bitcoin dominance is rising, it says that on average, it's better to have your money in Bitcoin than to have them in any of the altcoins on average. But we don't know, some of the coins are going to do better than others, and we need to know that on an individual basis for each of the coins. So right now, let's dig into some more details of the alt season Copilot and see what it's going to be telling us. When I jump into the alt season Copilot and we see this spreadsheet here, if the alts are going to get punished, and they're probably going to, the alt season Copilot data is going to show us a very telltale sign where the number of partial alert status coins here are increasing. That's a number of hold status coins that are exiting to partial hold. They're making a top formation in the alt versus BTC pair. We can also see that there is a drop in the number of alert status coins. So in the next day or two, as we see the alerts dropping and the partial holds rising, the number of hold status coins dropping, we'll see this pie chart getting wider. This one will get smaller. This one will get smaller. And we'll see a number of 4-hour EMA exits and the number of 12-hour EMA exits increasing as those alts are moving back into Bitcoin. Our spreadsheet always works on the alt versus BTC pair, and right now our spreadsheet is moving things back into Bitcoin as Bitcoin's taking off and Bitcoin dominance is rising. So now I want to introduce the alt season filter that we have inside the Copilot that is drawn from our data. So if we go into the alt season Copilot and we go down to the bottom, there's a green tab that you can't see in the video. But for users who have access to the spreadsheet, click on the green tab at the bottom. So what this green tab does is it takes the data from all the coins that did the best throughout this period of time. I am specifically interested in the coins that did well through the pump from October until now. Those best coins, I want to pay attention to them more. So what I did is I created a filter that lets me go through and show me a short list of the coins that survived more than 200 days in hold status. You can see here. And we can see that there were no coins here that survived 50 days in hold status. So I can go to 30 days in hold status. And there were a few coins. There were 21 coins that survived 30 days in hold status. And here's where they are now, according to the EMA crossovers. And so by narrowing through the different variables, I came down to a sweet spot of those coins that stayed 20 days in hold status. This gives us a pretty big short list of 78 coins out of the 300 or so that we are monitoring right now. And now what this tells us is, as Bitcoin is going up and Bitcoin dominance is rising, I want to be aware of any of the coins that are passing the exit signal. So now, as Bitcoin price is rising and Bitcoin dominance is rising, the idea is to pay attention to the top formations in any of these coins that are in hold status or in partial hold status, just to get ready for those in advance, just in case things are taking off and we should move our money into Bitcoin. So just a quick wrap up now to finish things up. We can see Bitcoin dominance rising as Bitcoin is taking off. That wraps things up for now. I'm going to process this video and get it out so that you guys can take action on any of these charts that are making top formations. Jump into Discord and we'll go through any of those charts in real time right now. Trade safe now and keep those losses small.